Thank you very much, Shiva. Yes, indeed, Spirit in this game too. You know, they like the pain of game one. They're like, Medusa, let's do it again. So let's see if they can this time round. As we have the panel, definitely something to be said with potentially the approach from Spirit this time. Maybe there's some sort of better ideas here in how to deal with this hero. I mean, what do you think, Fog? Are they stepping a step closer to being able to deal with gaming Gladiators with a Medusa? Or do you think we're going to see a similar outcome as game one?
I think it's definitely a better approach, but likely to be similar. Tofu, can he actually get away? Impetus, there you go. Nicely done. Good start kill. I think every kill, anything is most important here. They need to crush lanes. I think that's the biggest thing I'm going to look at. If they can dominate lanes, if they can make sure this Dusa doesn't get off the floor, maybe that'll be some type of answer here. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see if all that does go down. Because the one thing is, I know they were talking about like the Wukongs and everything with Diffusal, and that has been a counter in the past, right? The problem is it's not just a Dusa, it's a Coddle. And what happens now when you pop Wukongs? Blinding Light isn't attached to your ult on Coddle. So you just Blinding Light him and push him out of his ult.
You get him out of his ult, yeah.
Over and over again. That's what I'm going to be looking at from Tofu over and over again, besides just mana battering these cores consistently. And speaking of mana battery, all three cores are fantastic with Chakra.
Sure.
Playing on the Void Spirit's one of those spirit heroes that loves to play with it. They've got a Deuce and then they've got an Ogre. Monkey King traditionally, though, versus Ogre in lane is a pretty cool matchup versus the old Ogre, and it's also just not an Ogre is the other thing, too. Or it's a Coddle, so he's going to be able to push away, prevent that Jingu from building up a lot of times. And I haven't seen the new Ogre versus Monkey King, to be honest with you. I imagine the Monkey's still going to be pretty good matchup, but maybe that base damage is just going to be too much, because Ace has 80 base damage compared to 58 of the Monkey King.
What do you sort of make of the outlook of the game for Lal this time around in the Storm Spirit? It's a bit of an easier game for Storm. You know, what sort of the differences between this one and the last one?
Definitely a bit of an easier one, but still has some things that he has to be worried about. Silencer is very frustrating to play against. Same thing for the Aether Remnant, but I mean, it looks better. It definitely looks better for the Storm this time. So overall, yeah, lanes and everything do look a bit better, but yeah, we're just going to see. Everything on paper can mean one thing, but there's a Medusa. Snake Lady doesn't care.
Sure. And what do you think the idea was around the Axe? Like, what's the Axe going to be able to offer this game?
I mean, come on, Owen. You already know. It's get ahead, dunk her when she does lose HP, but that's just not going to happen.
It's not going to happen because you don't. It's not like you need that many stats on Medusa to have high enough HP, right? To not be one shot. So.
No, and people, I mean,
he's just not gonna be in one shot territory.
No, this isn't pubs where people are gonna buy no stat items and you're sitting 100 HP or something. You buy, look, he has the blood grenades. He's got full stat items right off the bat, so he's gonna have that HP threshold.
I mean, what are the thresholds on Axe? 250, 350, 450.
Yeah, and then you get the plus 150 at 20. So it's a potential.
Duracho will have more HP.
He'll have more.
Useful in the sense, right, that maybe you'll get an opportunity to kill Duracho before you've had to burn for all his mana, because you've managed to get that 2% of damage around the mana shield to bring him down a bit on his HP. But of course, it's unlikely. But we'll see. We'll see if Collapse is able to make something incredible happen and actually find any avenue to dunk the Medusa this game, but it's probably unlikely.
Probably unlikely, but hey. But I think everybody is cheering for Spirit right now, let's be honest. Even if you're the biggest Gaming Gladiator fan in the world, you're like, this Dusa hero needs to lose. You want to see the Medusa
get beat, yeah.
So, and yeah, right now we're seeing these lanes. Yatoro and Miposhka, yeah, they're doing great. I mean, it's not really that changed just yet, of course. That Monkey King is good versus the Ogre. But yeah, we'll see as these levels do build up. And we'll see what auras. I think Ace is just going to do Aura Ogre that we saw that Spirit did the other day on their Ogre. And Collapse, I don't think that he can actually go down that route.
Okay. You think he has to sort of build to make the plays?
Yeah. Ooh, Blood Grenade actually off the mark there from Duracho. Misses on Tamira. Potentially would have. I think it would have been a kill if he actually hit that one there. Just ended up whiffing. And he's out of mana. Oh, and they do not have a CM this time, or in the lane at least, and they don't have any mangoes right now. Would probably like to see Celery pick up some mangoes. Just to be able to feed those.
They go coming out, just the Wraith Band and the Wand for Duracho. And yeah, yet to see the pickup from Celery.
Okay, I mean, we'll see. And we'll see if they can collect the Healing Lotuses as well, too. Right now, they're owning the bottom lane. I mean, this is a very oppressive lane that we used to see a lot in the past. Duracho dropping incredibly low. The spam that comes out from Battle Hunger and from the Skywrath is incredible.
Sure.
And they get the lane pushed out, so that means Mira, he's going to be able to go collect that Lotus himself.
And this is sort of what a lane as well, where Collapse and Mira will be able to continue to play it. They don't have to look to skip creeps or anything.
Nope, they play this. You play this lane super aggressively. So yeah, all three lanes looking good.
Yeah,
this is definitely a key to success if you want to be able to try to shut down a Dusa.
Yeah, solid first opening 3 minutes here. They've already got the 1K lead. In fact, they get the kill on Duracho down bottom. All right, I mean, first 3 minutes looking
good.
Very good here for Spirit.
Yep, Collapse, he's absolute top, tippity top. 20 and 7 last hits versus the 11 and 1, and he pretty much has Vanguard done.
So they can keep this up, Spirit. Yep. Of course, they need everything against this Medusa. They've got to just completely blow open this lead as soon as they can.
And the other thing that they can do is they can actually potentially get kills on Quinn early. That's the big thing that this Skyrat does unlock versus Spirits always when you have the Ancient Seals we saw last time.
He's going to live.
So low. Gets away.
Come around, able to stay alive. There's been a couple of times where being able to bully him out that top lane now.
And this is a good move here, Mira. I love this move. He's like, I mean, Collapse is completely fine. He's got Vanguard done on the Axe, and this is not a lane that actually poses kill threat onto an Axe with the Deuce Silencer. Goes bottom, gets the Water Rune. Laurel gets the top one, so Quinn, he doesn't have a refill. So, yeah. They're making all the right moves right now in this first 4 minutes.
Yeah, definitely feeling what they wanted to do with the draft in terms of the lanes, because so far the lane setups have been looking pretty good.
Yeah, this is just it's a way better approach. Just, will it be enough? I mean, all of us are asking that. I think everyone watching is literally asking the same thing. Can they get this Dusa out?
I mean, because we're seeing it. Duracho definitely having a slower start with the CS this game.
Absolutely. It's gonna be. It's not an easy lane to play against. I used to love this lane. I think it was like Wings or something like that did fully popularize it out of like. I mean, pubs of course had done it for some times, but when we saw it like start be really prominent in pro games, it was very impressive. You just always bully the carry, and you have great kill threat inside the mid game too constantly. If you get ahead, you're just constantly setting up with these Mystic Flares with the blink call.
Yeah, I think Yatora is going to be very happy with the fact that the presence of the Ogre and the Cottle, this kind of duo that can get pretty heavy with the spam, it's not really phased him at all.
No, they have
the farm very nicely and just benefit off the fact that Ace is that melee hero.
Big hit.
Getting this Jingu stacks up and holding back with the stun. But Yatora continue to live a happy life on this top lane.
Yeah, I think Pushka being the Enchantress, this is like, I mean, in my opinion, this and his Disruptor are my two favorite heroes that I've always seen him on. So he's very good at securing lanes, and he knows exactly what creeps to grab. He had the little Satyr, whatever the hell is it called, the little small Satyr, Banisher, I think it is. Whatever, the one that purges. He was able to dispel a couple of the Ignites and stuff like that, and it's a very good aggressive creep versus something like Ogre 2. Good start here, 2K lead.
6-minute power in.
Not even before the lanes are over.
Doesn't look like... Oh, okay, Quinn's going to jump in with the Astro, but Lali's already able to pick up the haste. It's pretty low though, Lal, so won't be able to play aggressive with this haste rune.
No. Tornado creep. Potion's here.
Okay, they can go for Tofu.
Sure can.
Tofu shows in the mid, but Poshka with the setup. Lal going to reach in and help get the kill, so they won't be able to take down Quinn, but Tofu turning up just ends up being another free kill here for Team Spirit, now 4-0.
And Owen, I'm looking at something right now bottom. Let's see what Axe's level is, and look at Deuce's HP right now.
There's going to be a bit of a window.
There's a chance. He might just be able to dunk him. If Duracho doesn't build stat items.
If he can get the,
If he doesn't get the treads before it, there's a chance that we could just see the one shot.
I mean, that's true, yeah, because if he gets treads, puts them on strength, he'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
He'll have enough HP.
Oh my god, I'm staring at bottom.
There's no way it's going to happen.
I think it might happen. I think it might happen. I'm watching anyway.
Top lane Yatoro. Again. And we get the full heal off here with the Jingu and the Boundless. And in fact, he might just get the kill. He does.
Sure does. And they're taking double wisdoms. They're literally every move is perfect right now.
It's looking good. There is hope here for Team Spirit in this game too with this opening.
Collapse, he's 6. And Duracho.
What's his HP?
It's 230.
250 is greater than 230.
It is. Alrighty.
That means it's a one shot.
Let's see it. And Laurel, he's having a much better time, as we said, this time around versus Quinn, who completely destroyed last time on that Pango. He's ahead on the Storm as well. Duracho.
The treads are coming out.
I'm watching. Will he be found? Top Ace.
He's going to get... I mean, there's just going to be more kills here for Yatoro.
There we go. Oh, Duracho showed himself. He's going to show... He's going to get
one.
He's going to get one shot.
Do it! Yes! Oh, that feels so good seeing that stupid snake lady get one shot. Poor old Duracho.
I feel kind of bad cheering so much against him. I'm sorry. I love you, Gladiators,
I think the whole
but
community aside there.
Oh my God.
Because that's probably the only time that's going to happen this game, and probably the only time this tournament.
Yeah. I mean, immediately he's going to go strength treads, and he's going to be like, wow, I can't believe I just let that happen.
I mean, he's got his treads done, right?
He does, but he's still on Agi.
But there you go.
He went strength, okay.
So now, 450 HP. It's never going to happen again. We got to enjoy it whilst it happened.
But they're ahead. They're super ahead right now. Laurel has a DD, and they can set up. Like Duracho, as soon as they see him, they do have kill threat for sure. Duracho, he shows.
Oh, nice little hop.
That was
a big jump. All the way over the crystals, back to safety. TP's coming in. Duracho, of course, perfectly fine. Backups in. And now Team Spirit, they've got to run. Mira's probably going to get caught by the chase here. Quinn in with the Astral Steps. Get the kill.
Okay, they strike back. That Tumbler's toy was insane.
Your new queen won't even
Traverse the ravine there. It's pretty nice. Well, at least we got to see the big dunk once. I mean, can we please just watch
there
it?
Is, yeah.
Put it on repeat.
Oh,
Look at his smile. He's like, I cannot believe that happened in a pro game. Duracho.
I mean, he was so close. I think what treads were coming out in the courier Duracho, so I guess he didn't quite do the math.
Forgot.
Maybe just sort of, just a bit of an oversight from him.
Yeah.
230 HP is against the 250 from a dunk. You're gonna die.
Oh man. I'm satisfied already. That was all I needed to see for at least once here. Quinn, pretty tanky. Can't actually get set up on with level 2 Ancient Seal. Duracho, yeah, Dax, now he should be able to just get more consistent farm this time around here. Now the lane keeps pushing into him. He's got 2 Lotuses. And yeah, Strength Treads. I don't think he'll ever go near the lane again on edgy treads. He's even, you know what, he's like, okay, screw that.
I mean, he has got because he's...
I'm bringing a belt of strength out.
Yes. Oh, there we go.
Going for his
now
nice.
He can toggle around and... he's not going to be under the 250.
This is a bit of a deviation, though, because every single one of the deuces we've seen, it's straight Manta. They don't go the Lance build. So, you know, it is Duracho adapting to the scenario that he's put in right now.
I mean, what's the stat? I mean, yeah, because at that point, how much HP, if with Strength Treads and Dragon Lance, he'll even have enough right there, even
level 2 dunk.
Somehow able to find 10 levels and hit level 18.
Exactly.
Even level 3 dunk, I think, you know, he's going to...
He'll have
only goes up to, what, 450? Wait, what's the talent push up to? 600,
it's 600, right? Yeah.
600.
It can get amped from Spell Amp, though. Remember that. So if he goes for like
The actual threshold?
Your threshold gets amped. I don't know if it works now anymore. It used to work, absolutely.
Okay.
I don't know if it does
Top
anymore.
lane, Yatoro. It's going to get caught, Quinn. Nice. And take him out. I mean, he was having a good time up there until now, really, Yatoro. But they take him down. We'll see collapse. Get in, but of course...
He needs help.
He'll just have a fond memory of the earlier days where he was able to get that dunk.
I want to...
And that is all.
I want to see Spirit by Mira and Laurel probably pair up, go for a smoke play, because Mira, he's 6. They've got Blink on Axe, so I think this is potentially... Maybe after Collapse farms his stack, I want to see them go for the plays onto the Dusa. Keep shutting her down, because she's starting to catch back up. Everyone on Gaming Gladiators is starting to catch back up after those lanes.
Yeah, especially when that Midas is out on Ace.
Getting that kill on the Monkey King is also very important. That's going to slow down the timing. Top
He's back in action. He might get a chance to go on Ace. Pretty tanky with the Vanguard.
Not tanky enough, I don't think.
Or is he?
He is, okay.
The back of Tofu blowing him back here with the blast.
JK.
Won't be able to finish Ace off.
And
Duracho also turning up to the top lane, ready to start farming this half of the map. Get some pressure onto the tier 1 tower.
Already. Quinn, they're going for mid. And they will be able to get this catch. The invisible Mystic Flare.
Quick stuff.
Good play.
Can probably finish this tier 1 tower, especially with the TPs from Gaming Gladiators going towards the top half of the map. So some pressure coming down the mid here from Team Spirit. Still holding on to this 3k lead.
Good move. Every time, I think Collapse just, don't show on the map too much, and this is just your time to be the absolute killer. You can literally threaten kill on almost anyone with the combo of the Skywrath. And yeah, they'll get the tower, and they are defending top as well. Yatoro's going just standard build, though. He's not going, at least not yet. He hasn't queued up Diffusal. He's just going for Echo BKB. I wonder if maybe after that he will go for Diffusal, because it is super value. And Collapse, a nice move. He's actually just stealing some Ancients.
Well, yeah, definitely one of the advantages of playing this Axe against the Medusa. You know, stacks are going to be made, and hey, your hero pretty darn good at cleaning them out themselves. So, Collapse.
Still making nice moves.
Here it is, 1-0-2. It's going to be well on the way to picking up the Blade Mail after this Blink and Vanguard. Fantastic timing.
Yatoro.
Top net worth.
On Duracho.
Boundless to hold him in position a bit, but still the Stone Gaze will catch him. So no chance for Yatoro to continue to chase.
Yeah, and we see Duracho, he has been accumulating Lotuses. So great healing Lotus. Yeah. As we mentioned last time, 1600 effective HP. Okay, and Yatoro, he's revealed his build. So he is just it's going full Monkey King standard.
Okay, yeah.
No deviation.
And Deso over the Diffusal. I only can imagine because he just wants to kill everyone else first.
Yeah, I guess so. Scan comes out. They know someone's down here. Aiming. Set up. They have a lot of heroes here, and they'll jump. And Yatoro. He's got to jump away.
Global will come out, but he was able to get back onto the tree in time, so unlikely they'll be able to chase him down. So
a wasted global.
Yeah, something. At least his sort of Yatoro's presence was able to bait out as well from Spirit. From Gaming Gladiators. But Gaming Gladiators still get the kill. Team Spirit looks to hold this area of the map. Collapse, he's ready to fight. And he's more than ready, of course. You know, this Axe, he wants to brawl. He wants to look for dunks.
Absolutely.
Probably not going to get it on the Medusa, but other heroes, Collapse certainly can.
Mid lane. Yep, they're setting up. They see the Ogre. It's a tanky Ogre. Do they have the damage?
With the blink, he's got a lot of HP, so they've got to get him down quite a bit to open up for the dunk, but they're able to do so. Smooth moves here from Lyle. Collapse just continue to have a fantastic time. 8k net worth here, 14 minutes in. This Axe is massive.
He really is. Blade Mail now is going to open up opportunities to get kills on any of these other heroes too. Maybe even not just the Sky as... Ooh!
Nice value as well. Gets in, takes that regen.
He dodged the Q as well, the Arcane Curse.
Mana's going to be back up to full.
All right, Collapse. I mean, he has absolutely carried Spirit in a lot of different games, even going back to TI, but even at this tournament. Right now, definitely set up for success to do so. 5k lead.
Oh, wait.
What?
Yeah, when he's on that, he's actually just on 380, right? So because it's level 2 dunk, that's 450. He's back in one-shot territory.
What?
No, I know. Okay, 450 is it's only 350, isn't it? Never mind. Level 12 is only 350. There's no one-shots. Unless he drops his Dragon Lance.
I mean,
he probably will not.
I don't know about that.
There's no reason to do that.
Well, he's sticking, you know. Players have lost Manta styles while sticking. Seen. Wasn't that
That is true. Yeah, I remember that Mickey on his morph.
Ace, Midas is done, so recovery outlet will start coming in for him, but he is pretty far behind, but... Yeah. Spirit, I like how Collapse is playing, though. I think this is really important when you are playing these type of, like, blink offlaners. We used to see it so much more. Of course, the meta has changed so much that it's just these, like, aura bots 90% of the games, but... Oh, the Midas efficiency. Beautiful. He's off the map, right? Collapse isn't showing himself almost at all this game. He's consistently playing in the shadows, so it does always maybe put some scare into gaming to show us at times here. TP's bottom. There's going to be a ward, though, so it's Scout Spirit's movement.
It's definitely making the lane scary for Gaming Gladiators.
Yep.
Not feeling too free to be able to step up and farm these waves because of how Collapse is playing.
Yeah, I really like the way that he's moving around.
Definitely causing issues for Gaming Gladiators at this point.
And they should be able to finish off this tower. 200 HP on it. Miposhka even swinging around. They've got 4 heroes. Collapse. He's hunting. They're going to put a defensive ward down. They know they're going to lose this tower, so this is one of the more... One of the wards we do see nowadays.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Really is so far so good.
So far so good.
But there's a Medusa.
But there's a Medusa
so
and a Coddle.
Depends how much sort of you lie in favor of the power of the Medusa Coddle when you see, well, they're down 5k, but these heroes are pretty crazy.
And they catch back up, right? They've got Midas.
They do. I mean, yeah, a few more rounds to Midas, and that gold lead that Team Spirit have will get closed upon. So Spirit, they've got to keep doing this, keep looking for action. But as I say, Gaming Gladiators, they're playing with the right level of safety. They're not allowing themselves to get caught by this. They know that Team Spirit's going to be doing these sort of moves. And Gladiators, for the most part, they're just not falling foul to them.
No, they're probably just telling themselves, hey guys, the onus is on them to really make moves and run around and shut down Dusa, because Duraccio's probably, guys, I'm back. You know, I'm completely caught back up in this game.
Yeah, he really is. He's closing in on the likes of Collapse, and we saw how
they've got global.
Collapse was quit. He's going to commit in under the coverage of the global, gets him with the jump. They'll look to delete the Skyer first. Mirror gets blown up.
Yatoro, be careful.
I mean, there's Collapse. He's in with the jump. Should be able to get the dog off. No, he can't. The Remnant actually interrupts. They'll get the kill, but now they've got to run. Duraccio's in with the Stone Gaze. Team Spirit split.
They might be able to re-go. That's Stone Gaze and Global. They're thinking about it. Is this the BKB also done for Yatoro? It is. Okay. It's a fighting build, though, on the Monkey King.
It is.
So it has to
that's how they have to play, right? Yeah, also able to get a nice pickup here. Does find the Orb of Destruction on Yatoro.
That's actually the dream.
Super nice.
Definitely the dream if you are going to go down the Deso route. Dusa, though, top net worth. Duraccio, as you said, he is recovering. And we will see the build, of course, from Ace. He's just going to go after his Midas. It's all auras. So that is going to be the other advantage. How is Spirit going to be able to deal with the big fights when these auras do start kicking online? Because the way that Gladiators is going to play, for the most part, it's wait for cooldowns, wait for global, go for these pickoffs, wait for these fights with the Stone Gaze and stuff like that. They might be able to find Duraccio here. He is isolated, but let's see.
In with the call. Still need a fair bit of damage to get through that mana shield. And I mean, Miposhka with the impetuses is bringing him a little bit low, but Duraccio, he'll bail out. He'll TP away, and now the backup coming in. Gaming Gladiators, they'll clean up Mirror. And they can look for more.
They hit the Remnant.
He zips in, but he zips straight into the Remnant. He gets caught by the blast. Lol, he's dead.
And they cut the tree!
They cut the tree! Yatoro's not going to be able to get the Wukong's command off collapse, who will get the call and the dunk off at least onto Celery. But a bit crazy there from Lyle, goes straight back in. And it was the Quinn's Remnant sort of set up. It wasn't set up for the Storm, but Lyle goes straight into it.
It happens sometimes when you're playing this Storm versus Void Spirit. Got to be careful for these instant disables, even if they're just on the floor.
Yeah, Quinn covering that sort of area perfectly.
And
I think at the time, because he was looking for Miposhka with it, but ends up getting the bigger grab with Lyle jumping back in.
Yeah, I mean,
see, trying to get the 7 Miposhka. Miposhka dodges it, but Lyle, he just goes straight in.
And they have big burst. They've got the coddle. Got that control as well that comes out from it. Things are, they're starting to get this farm, the necessary farm gaming.
That lead for Spirit is definitely slowed down.
And they get the kill.
Global's going to be popped here to make sure they can't throw anything else down onto Quinn.
They baited Global
out.
Yeah, they did bait it. Quinn definitely was fine. I think.
You think he would have lived anyway?
Look at his HP pool.
That's true. He's tanky.
This is a new Void Spirit. This is a universal Void Spirit. He's immensely tanky with the build that you can go now.
Yeah, 2200 HP.
At least they force it in. Yeah, they're going to smoke. I like this. Immediately smoke after Global's used. Look for some kills. This gaming, they're catching up very quickly. The call, it's an attempt from a blind one, but it was actually Tofu on the sidelines. Doesn't get caught. And he's got Glimmer.
They're going to continue to chase, but
Quinn's in the area.
Quinn's ready to jump in. Straight in with the combo onto Mira. Takes him out. We'll get caught by the call.
He might die. Oh, the heals.
It's there in time. It means that there's not a chance for Collapse to finish him off with a dunk. And Quinn, he's into the trees, and he's out.
They will find Celery, though. The hunt from Yatoro and Laurel.
Miss Medusa.
Yeah, she's catching up.
He's getting this space once again. Team Spirit, they're doing their best to chase out everybody else from Gaming Gladiators, but it does very much feel all like a bit of a distraction.
It sure does.
Not even able to get Tofu as him and Ace to step out of the Wukong's command.
Oh, they tried for the kill, but now that's a Wukong's down, unable to really get any type of punish play.
And yeah, these sort of moves, they don't feel great for Team Spirit if they're not finding something.
No, and they're going to start losing heroes. They're going to start hemorrhaging all over the place. Miposhka, there's a stun. He's going to get brought down. Uh-oh, Owen. It's happening.
Uh-oh. Well, at least we got that dunk.
At least we got the dunk.
We got the dunk at the start.
I'm still happy about it.
Well, that one will be in the highlight reel, I'm sure. Whichever way this game goes, it deserves to be. Because outside of that, definitely feels we're falling into the Medusa territory that we did in Game 1.
It's Medusa territory with auras that are soon going to be getting online, as we mentioned, from Ace, and there's the chakra constantly. And Tofu, you see the itemization, Glimmer, drums, like everything's about auras and just buffing up the Dusa so that she can just solo carry the game with Quinn just getting pickoffs. And Quinn, again, gotta be honest, like, we keep talking about Dusa. Oh yeah, Quinn's 5-1-4 again. He's part of every kill.
He's putting the work in, Quinn, indeed, with his moves. Duracho, of course, doing a great time, having a great time on the Medusa, doing Medusa things, but indeed, in terms of kind of activity up and down the map, Quinn, whether it's his Pango or his Void Spirit, he's really giving it his all.
These are my two, those are my two favorite Quinn heroes.
Yeah.
Void Spirit when it was meta, now it's back to the meta. You see it really is tier. Right, he's a monster. His Pango, I think, I was looking at like the stats and stuff, I think he's on like an 11, out of 12 games, he's won 11 of them. So yeah, he's just a beast especially if he's enabled, right? He has the coddle, so got to give the credit to the supports because Tofu, he's 0-6, he's taking a lot of deaths.
Yeah. And this game, Collapse, he's doing his best.
He really is.
3-0-3, he's been smashing it on the Axe. And I just even Collapse at kind of top form on the Axe, it's probably not going to be enough to beat what Gaming Gladiators have right now.
No, Deuce is just starting to get too big. But you know what? I'm trying to think of things because maybe this shard also, this could be a kind of cool answer from the Axe where at some points you just call her, get the debuff stacks onto her, and then she hits for no damage. But the issue is, are you going to be able to kill her? You can't just ignore her forever. So I don't know. I'm trying to think of stuff here, right?
And does that attack reduction stack additively? So the 6 stacks will be a 90% attack reduction?
Yes, but it's only on to Axe, if I'm not mistaken. Like, only Axe takes the reduced damage. It's not like she does 0 damage, right?
That is true, so... I mean, at least Collapse will get to live.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to live a very, very, very long time, of course, to be able to get enough chances to spin, and get through that mana shield.
I want to see them use they have a timing coming up here. So Laurel, he's got BKB. I believe Deso's almost done on Monkey Kim. Blink BKB and Blade Mill done on Collapse. I mean, this is a timing that they have to try to probably look for fights here because, as we said, the Dusa, Scotty's now online. They have Greaves as well too. So it's all kicked in now.
It really has.
And let's see if they can. See what we got. Toro, yeah, okay, not quite the Deso yet, but very soon. Almost 15 as well.
And we'll see. Yeah, we'll see if the approach of just trying to kill all these other heroes as quickly as they can will work in their favor.
It's
we
tough
did sort of see that before earlier. I think when in the tournament when 9 Pandas went against the Medusa. Very much the sort of, they had like a void, didn't buy any sort of diffusal or mana to build up, just went for full DPS to kill all the other heroes quickly.
But they did have what, like triple halberd as well, if I'm not mistaken.
They did that game. They were picking up the halberds, which is something we're not seeing any halberds this game.
No halberds, no auras from the side of Spirit.
Because yeah, the disarm definitely seemed to be a good way to try and play if you're going to do that sort of style of killing everyone.
Be careful. Oh my god, he almost zipped into the Remnant.
That'll be fine.
They will be able to get away. Cost him his whole mana pool though.
Sure.
And it's always this, the one threat also is, if Spirit does make a move where they look to jump, there's good global 99% of the time too. So they have to like, you kind of have to full commit or bait the global and reset and go back in some type of attempt. Because yeah, I feel like gaming, they're just, the timings are absolutely, they've been hit already. Duracho, he's now just farming stacks too, level 16, full Scotty, on his way to the Hurricane Pike. Gonna be finished in no time. 300 last hits.
Yeah. Well, just interested to see where this hero is going to fall in the remainder of the tournament with other teams. You know, what sort of respect it's given, and what sort of approach there. Because I imagine every team right now in this tournament, they're doing their best to come up with the anti-Medusa strat, right, Fob?
Yeah, I mean,
they're all going to be trying to plan it.
Yep. Duracho, he's isolated. They have all their item timings too.
All right.
Can they get him?
See what they can do. He got the stun gaze off, and the global silence is there. He's going to be fine. TPs are coming in. They have to back away.
They didn't use BKBs though, so Spirit, they're going to look to re-engage.
Okay.
See what they can catch.
Collapse can get the jump. Still difficult. I mean, Gaming Gladiators pretty much preparing their numbers. They've got eyes on Quinn. Quinn, he's out.
And you see Quinn's itemization. I mean, universal hero, but the Sanj, as we've mentioned like multiple times, when you're playing versus Axe, he's like hard disables and stuff like that. It's going to be able to prevent the potential catch of that, and also the Ancient Seal. Sure.
I mean, the question is if Team Spirit can do that again within this sort of minute where there's no Stone Gaze, no Global. They're going to look to do Roshan, whilst they know that those ults aren't there for Gaming Gladiators. So they'll be able to make something happen with the fact that they poke those 2 spells out.
Yeah. Should be able to bring it down pretty fast, too, with Deso and Over Destruction. Gaming, yeah, they're just going to farm it up.
Seeing next on the build. This time around, going to be having the Silver Edge being gone for by Duracho.
Okay.
And that time to sort of reset, and of course, the break's always nice to have. Honestly, it's all 3 cores.
It is. It's very nice.
You break the Monkey King, you break the Storm, you break the Axe. You're going to be limiting the damage each of these cores do.
No, absolutely. Break even the support. Can't just Laurel.
Will feel forced to put the BKB.
That's an aggressive BKB.
I don't think he can really force the fight. He's got to back out with his Duracho's there. You don't want to fight in underneath the Medusa.
I think I just saw the first time the animation of the Gossamer Cape. Did you see that? It's like he pulsed a little bit on the Ogre. I didn't see the animation of it before personally. So Ace didn't panic at all though. Greaves still online. And Laurel, now no BKB. Has to be very careful how he looks for the fight. At least I think Miposhka just soloed the Tormentor. I think he did
did he do the Hurricane Pike?
He did the Hurricane Pike trick while taking the Watcher. So they did claim 2 of them. And he is, I mean, he's
could become a carry.
He could transition.
He
already has transitioned.
Win. Toro quick with the jumps. And even if they did find him, of course, your Toro still has that Aegis and the BKB. It would have been a tough one to take down twice. Trying to get his Skadi done next.
Okay, yeah, good. I mean, itemization's nice. It's not the Diffusal, of course, but it's more of a standard route versus these range carries. Global back online. Stone Gaze at the ready. Quinn leads the wave and jumps out. No worries, keep it.
See if they can maybe get that sort of blind stun with the Boundless to set up for a call, but Quinn not going to get caught today. Collapse just running at them now. They're really doing their best to try and find some sort of jump, but again, Gaming Gladiators, they're too tricky to find. Collapse.
Duracho, Shadowblade. They've got a Dust.
Some Dust. And he's going to be able to put the Manta in the Stone Gaze. Backup's on its way.
They're all coming. I mean, Duracho playing very aggressive here.
He's pretty isolated. The global's there. Duracho, the mana's getting low. They're going to have a chance to kill him. The mana's gone. They get him with the call. Can they take him out? They can. They bring the Medusa down, and now Spirit, they'll absolutely look to push for more. Ace, he's away with the TP. Tofu, he's also able to get out of there. So Duracho will be dealt with. This time around, Duracho, I guess he's just got to be a bit more careful how far he strays from the team. He doesn't have that Fiend's Gate backup of last game that Ace could provide.
And he ran into them instead of running toward his team.
Yes, he felt. Yeah, he ran to the east. Yeah, he was going in.
He gets punished. Good play, Spirit. I mean, the way they played it as well, too, the reset, both of them facing away, right? You saw Collapse immediately turn his back. Laurel as well, zipped away, faced away.
Yeah, they played that really well.
Yep.
And they have to, right? Any sort of chance that sort of gets handed to you where Duracho is split from the team, you've got to play it perfectly. You cannot let that opportunity slip away from you if you're Spirit. And they don't. Very nicely here. They take down the Medusa.
Yeah, and unless things changed, as I was mentioning also, you see Collapse, he's actually running on the into Vambrace. And also Ace, I mean, the carry Enchantress.
Nice. It's going to be enough to get them another kill.
You get it. Making it happen.
And those sort of chain kills going now. And now a period where Ace is out of the game for 40 seconds. He managed to get his next purchase finished. He's got the full pipe done.
But that's a Deso stack acquired. And I believe, Miposhka, he did buy a gem right before that too, so they're looking to dominate the map. Quinn.
Oh, they're going to have eyes on Quinn.
They have a stun.
Lars in. He's got the opening. They take Quinn down as well. Back to back to back. They get all three cores of gaming Gladiators. They take down Duracho, they take down Ace, they take down Quinn.
I mean, beautiful moves. The ward vision in particular and just the way they played around it. Spirit, these 3 wards set up on the top side, gets him 2 back-to-back kills after getting a kill on Duracho. Collapse, now also setting up toward bottom.
They wanted to play this on the hardest of difficulties with sort of what they let Gaming Gladiators get their hands on, but with these sort of moves, they're showing that there's some hope for them here.
Yep. Collapse almost 20 as well too, so threshold, it'll increase very soon. Get the tower as well too. I mean, big moves. They're definitely taking the boxes of objectives, taking the boxes of getting kills, shutting stuff down, slowing down the map. Deuce is still farmed. Deuce is still big, especially if she's gathered with her team, unlikely to die. But if they can keep getting pickoffs, keep scaling, there's definite hope.
And it definitely, it's sort of been part of sort of Gaming Gladiators' recipe for success, right? There's always one point in the game where Duracho's sort of caught solo, but they pretty much still always win.
Yeah, but I mean, that's 1 or 2 more of those.
1 or 2 more.
This Monkey King is going to just be able to probably, I mean, potentially just outscale with damage. Because now he's got Scotty. Pretty large. Right, the smoke's going to come out, Gaming. They want to take a head-on fight.
Yeah, because
Aegis is going to be
they are super strong when they rally around Duracho.
Yeah. Especially with Pipe and Greaves being done. I think Quinn also hit a timing. He has Nullifier. Aegis, how long? Yeah, 20 seconds. Sorry, 11 now. Wrap around.
Leading the way.
So red break.
Break onto Miposhka. He's having a Hurricane Pipe back over towards the rest of his team.
That was a 5-man snake.
Spirit, they'll smoke up themselves.
Yep, they broke the smoke. We're grabbing it.
I've got this. Okay, DD is just about to wear off for Yatoro, so we won't have that for the fight.
Gaming's re-smoking. They really want to take a 5v5. They don't want to get caught split.
Do they know where Spirit are, though?
Don't know. Doesn't look like it. They're starting to ping it out. They're starting to have an idea of it. Ace, he's showing himself.
So Ace. So you need the tankier of the heroes to jump. They're going to try for it. Glimmer Cape's there. Ace, he's still alive. He's able to walk up to the high ground. He's going to get out. And indeed, frozen by the Stone Gauge, Yatoro. Yatoro gets the Wukong's command off. He'll have to get out of this Wukong's command, just keep away from the Medusa, but he will not escape. Quinn's in to finish him off. Collapse makes the jump. He's able to get one of the dunks off, but of course, Duracho, he's still alive. They're killing the other heroes. Ace also to get taken out, but Duracho and Tofu's still alive. Mirror will try for the TP, but the crit comes in from Duracho. Again, not a bad attempt from Spirit, but not an attempt in which Duracho suffers. The Medusa survives.
Whoop.
Miposhka will manage to get out.
Manta dodge.
Ooh, the Manta dodge of the call. But no, obviously not a dodge for Tofu as Tofu goes down. Lyle's out of mana. So they jump back in for the support kill.
He's running low on mana.
He is indeed, but so's Lyle. Lyle's gone. See if Collapse can clean this up. He's got through the entire mana shield at Duracho. Can he get through the HP?
Doesn't have the backup of the Eng. Can Collapse do enough damage? The buyback, they're even just bringing Tofu to be able to give Dyrachyo mana.
Yeah, he needs mana.
He's got Lotuses as well.
They get another call off with the Blade Mail. Collapse. He's going to have
He just punched him.
Collapse. He's doing it. He's doing it. This Axe.
And he's going the Spell Amp build, Owen. He is doing it with a Vambrace as well, too. So look at the dunk threshold.
Oh, you're right.
I'm
it does
telling you,
indeed
it does
increase that threshold. Okay. I mean,
all right.
507, showing that he can absolutely be the hero to clean up a Medusa at the end of a stretched out fight.
All right, that was pretty sick. I mean, sick plays from both sides, honestly.
Yeah.
Like Dyrachyo with a Manta dodge, he swaps items in to try to get Healing Lotus, but Tofu, the buyback comes out a bit late.
Yeah, couldn't get to
Able
him
to
in time.
actually bring it down, the Snake Lady.
I mean, Collapse, he's done insane things in the past. I mean, of course, incredible stuff right up into the TI finals. And honestly, if you're going to beat Medusa nowadays, it feels like you've got to play every game like it's the TI finals.
Oh, absolutely.
Collapse, he's been there, he's done it. He's ready to do it again here today.
What's the threshold at now with all this? 732. I mean, it's pretty high.
It is. I mean, still, unlike most of the time, if Collapse is going to build Medusa,
anyway.
it's going to be indeed those situations where he's out of mana on the Medusa anyway,
Yep.
and you're kind of just killing him with the spins alone. So we still won't see some of those comical situations where Dyrachyo's getting dunked early in the fight.
Yeah, but
as you see, if the fight goes on and the Blade Mails come back up for Collapse,
yeah.
he's able to stay on top of the Medusa. You know, the whole approach to Spirit, especially with like your Toro's build of killing everyone else.
Yeah.
If it means that Collapse and Dyrachyo are left alone in the ring at the end of the fight, then that could continue to work out again in Collapse's favor.
Because it also works on counter helix. That's the other important thing too, right? It's not just the dunks.
Oh, sure, yeah, more spells on the spin.
It's just all
more
spells,
spell damage
right?
on the spin.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it is pure damage.
Let's see what they're going to do now, Spirit. Roshan back up.
They still want to head on fight. They still want to just do 5v5s because now they have another aura. I believe the Crimson Guard is now picked up for Ace, so an extra layer of protection. But Spirit, yeah, Roche, it's gonna get started.
How quickly does it go down?
Not that quick at this point.
I mean, in Gaming Gladiators, they're gonna know exactly where they're at.
Dire are scanning.
So this could be a tricky one for Spirit.
The high ground, they don't have a ward up here.
Roche at half HP.
Finish it in time. Celery is leading the charge. They've got vision.
It's getting low.
Quinn's jumping
Quinn's in. He's going to make the jump. They're backed out of the pit, but Poshko, he's out of the fight. Yatoro led down the Wukong's command. Quinn, he's going to get pulled back.
Dyrachyo's right in.
Dyrachyo, indeed, he's in the middle of the pit, ready to fight, ready to maybe even finish with the Roche himself. Collapse, he'll jump in with the call. Roshan, take it down. Yatoro will still be able to pick up
Dyrachyo's
the
out of mana.
Dyrachyo's out of mana. The dunk comes in. It's not enough to kill him with a punch from Collapse again. Just punches Dyrachyo out of the game. And Yatoro, he's going to be back for round 2, was able to get that Aegis pickup. Collapse gets finished off by the blast. Can Yatoro get out of this one? He's up into the trees.
They had to commit literally everything to bring down Dyrachyo.
And they do, but this time round, they don't bring down anybody else. The rest of Gaming Gladiators survive. Now Spirit, they get the Roche kill. They, of course, managed to get the Aegis. They did subsequently lose on Yatoro, but did mean that he was able to get out alive. And they did get that cheese pickup on Lal. So still things to be said there for Team Spirit. And again, you know, I mean, sort of
Dyrachyo runs in.
It's not the dunks, but it's sort of just the right clicks from Collapse, coming in with these big punches. Just punching Dyrachyo straight in the face.
The Blade Bell gets off at a perfect time, too. He tried to get Aegis or Cheese or something. They didn't get any of it. Varl, mid. Good to get away.
Go with the full Ags now on Tofu.
Okay.
And what was... So yeah, he's going to try and get the Ags himself on the Axe Collapse.
Okay, cool. I mean, just more tank ability and stuff like that. It's always nice. Miposhka. Solos it again. Look at Miposhka, too. He's got a moon shard, Owen.
He's big. Honestly, I mean...
I love it.
No doubt about it. You know, Team Spirit, this Game 2 approach...
They're doing excellent.
Much better than the Game 1 attempt at trying to beat this kind of expected strat.
And I'm glad
Gaming Gladiators.
I'm glad that we get to see like the Sky Axe kind of come back, right, to fruition. Besides just like the mid game kind of plays like that, and you know, just Sky being on the rise, but just seeing Axe and seeing how much Collapse is able to do, it's a treat, absolutely. So very close game, very tense moments.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely a real solid chance.
Yeah.
Because the big thing as well, kind of the impressive thing in that last fight from Spirit was the fact that that they did kill the Medusa without killing anyone else. It wasn't like they were able to sort of weaken the team fight situation. They went in on the Medusa, in onto Dota2. All the teammates were alive, but they couldn't save Dota2.
Dota2's up here.
Yotaro. A very aggressive jump. Immediately caught there.
Oh no.
He's out for 80 seconds. Just jumping the gun a bit too much. Straight in, and Team Spirit, the rest of them were not able to back him up at all.
I mean, I'm wondering. Maybe he thought, I don't know, did he see the
Dota'O
mid
there
or something? But the thing is, they saw Tofu claiming the recall. They saw him get the shard from the kill from the Tormentor because it's a global message. So they have to know the recall is going to come.
But you don't see it if you have him muted.
Oh,
and these
he has
players
Tofu
mute
muted.
each other. If you mute
They didn't fix that yet.
Huh?
Did they fix that or no?
Oh, did they fix it?
I don't know.
I know, but for the longest of times, if you have someone muted, you do not see the pop-up saying they got a shard.
I mean, that'd
Tormentor.
so everybody unmute each other.
Pros,
unmute each other. You're going to have to deal with the taunts.
You mute each other, I don't use a pro. And maybe they fixed that. But for the longest of times, that was appearing as a chat message from the player, essentially. So if you muted them, you would not see it.
I mean, can you imagine something like that happens?
But they didn't see that you got the shard because it was on mute.
Push. Commencing the group up, as we said. They're setting up Aether Remnants right on top of Dota'O as well. Quinn now has Aghanims.
More silence.
Yep.
20 seconds, a painful death there for Yotaro.
And he had just bought out too, right? I think he just bought the Orchid before it. That's like one of the more painful deaths you could have in the game.
It's going to be back up one. So Gaming Gladiators, they won't stick around to push for more.
Back up, and they're going to look to play around their vision. Yotaro just has to be so careful. The other big items beside that being picked up, a halberd now, also Ace, as we said. He always does this when he plays these type of heroes, and it's, I mean, Ogre as well, too. Multicast halberd.
A multicast, yeah. You catch what, a Storm and a... Honestly, if you catch the Enchantress, right?
Yeah, honestly.
Top of these impetuses, you're going to be feeling pretty good about your impact in the fights.
Ace has to be the most selfless offlaner. I think during the Nature's Prophet patch, the last patch, he started taking like a role of like, hey, I'm carrying as well too. I'm going Mjolnir. But now, the full aura meta, he's embraced it completely. He literally every game.
It was Ace, right, that kind of in the last patch was sort of the first to sort of... Every time he played Doom, right, he would just buy the auras rather than getting the Midas.
For sure, absolutely. Yeah.
He was, and he set the trend. You know, even some of the greedier Doom players, they started to go down the Ace route.
Yep.
With his builds.
Look how tanky he is. He gets the 30 strength talent. This talent is amazing now, by the way. It used to be kind of like it was good because you get tanky, but now you get this big benefit from it also with your dumb luck, of course. As the push, it's kicking in.
Oh, they get a jumper collapse. He has to put the BKP.
Global.
He's going to see if he can try and turn. They got a good setup here, catching the two of them in the middle of the Wukong's command, but the Stone Gaze is out. Dota'O, he's just standing his ground. Been taken down to about half HP, but he's getting topped up by Tofu.
Yotaro's in trouble.
Stepping for more. Yotaro's going to be forced back to safety, but the force forward from Dota'O allows him to close the gap on Yotaro.
No buyback.
He's out again. Indeed, 80 seconds without buyback.
He's what, 140 gold short.
Видимо, сейчас так Доту играют.
Oh man, and what? That's every BKB. I mean, Spirit, they tried to commit everything onto it there, but Global came out. I think after some of these BKBs, they can't commit their spells.
Yeah.
Gaming the death ball, it's kicked in.
The Medusa ball.
Yep. Almost 25 now in Dota'O as well. 5.3k gold.
What's he want to get next? His options are open.
Could just butterfly at some point if he wants to, but right now, I don't know if it matters.
I mean, Yotaro, he was going for the Bloodthorn, right?
He was. Yeah.
But he's still a bit away from it.
The courier kill. The wave, I believe, has been cut. Collapse, he's trying his hardest here.
This mid-rack still to be in trouble. Even if the backdoor kicks in.
Yeah, it's going down.
Likely to be able to finish this off. Indeed, backdoor protection, not going to save it.
Nope.
A set of racks taken.
A massive blow. Honestly, consecutive deaths. The jump from top from Yotaro honestly feels like it potentially could have just been that game-losing one. That one catch that they get after they're doing such a good job all around the map, shutting down this Dusa. Gaming, I mean, they are the ones picking the fights, right? They're the ones they were like, okay, screw this, no more splitting up. We've hit timings. They're grouping up and definitely seeing the effect that can happen with that if they do get 1 or 2 catches. Dota'O, we'll buy a shard first. I mean, definitely a good shard game. Still 5.8k and down to the bottom. Last objective, the last lane.
Just going to sneak in, see if we can find any action up here. But, nobody outside of the base right now. Spirit holding the high ground.
Claiming 25.
Wisdom Rune if he wants.
Yep, he's going to go get it.
Easy 25. 25 in a bit.
Does he want to be tankier? Nope. Doesn't need to be. That talent's too good.
Load of money.
Loads of money.
What's you want to buy?
And I think they're carrying how many Lotuses as well, too? I've been kind of clicking around from Celery. Celery has a greater healing Lotus as well, too. That's the big one, so 3,600 effective HP to pump onto the Dusa if she does even drop low.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Ready to go for that final push. One more set of barracks.
Ready to close it
Take.
out.
We'll see if Gaming Gladiators get caught by any jump here from Spirit, and if Spirit can find some sort of way to start a fight that doesn't include Jotaro going down first. They need him alive.
They need every little thing. I look at the remnants just being prepared.
The tower gone. The moments for the illusions on their own. I mean, Imposter's trying to do his best with what he can take from Dyrachyo. And honestly, kind of works. You know, it's able to sort of hold the defense on its own. And Yotaro does get the blood.
He knows he has to. He knows he has to commit.
You got to go.
You have to go all in at this point because they're just gonna siege.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 lives without your next item pickup, it's going to be much less chance of having an impact than just having one with the completed item. Maybe with this, if you can sort of stun lock, get the Bloodthorn down, you can just blow up one of these targets.
You've got to do it twice though. Dyrachyo, he can just buy back and get recalled.
That's true.
So, or buy back and buy boots travel.
Yeah, and he will. He's got all the money in the world, Dyrachyo.
You have to. I mean, it feels like a 5-man, honestly, like a 3 to 5 man call, absolutely necessary. 3-man or 5-man vortex or something like that, and even then will be enough.
Now BKB.
Bottle showed.
Ooh. He's going to be able to step away, but the global indeed comes out. He's healing up, and he's able to get the jump off again.
Holy moly, he had to use cheese.
He used his BKB and cheese, but global is down now for Gaming Gladiators. We'll see how much of a difference that makes. I mean, Dyrachyo, he's still able to push in. Gonna be the jump, but the remnant was laid down. Clutch gets caught by the call. There'll be the BKB pop by Dyrachyo. Yotaro lays down the Wukon's command. See if they can focus down this Medusa. Dyrachyo will start to back off as they'll kill off Lyle, who was on the back lines. He has got buyback, Lyle.
And they'll feed the Lotus over, so Dyrachyo, he's back up to near full mana.
And he jumps there. They're backing onto Yotaro. Yotoro's gone.
That's it.
No buyback on him. They'll move in for more. Triple kill for Dyrachyo. He's going to look to clean him up here as Mirror ultra kill. Collapse, the last one left alive. Give that man the rampage. There's a vortex. They're getting Dyrachyo's mana down low, but maybe. I mean, Dyrachyo's getting low, but the Tofu, he's in with the top up. Provides that extra bit of mana. Dyrachyo pushes forward. He really wants his rampage. They're not letting him have it. Let's see if this is going to be quick enough to still grant it. It isn't. So at the least, Spirit will be able to deny the rampage, but they will not be able to deny the win. As Gaming Gladiators cleaning them up, GG is called. They'll take this best of 3, 2-0. As Spirit, it was a good attempt. Gave it a better shot. This was, you know, a respectable try to try and deal this sort of with this.